everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. What can I say? The economy is still a mess, in my opinion, anyway. I don't know if you're feeling it at the store, but every time I go now, it's painful. So I've been cutting down the shopping trips, tightening the belt a little bit. Everything is more costly, and people are hurting.
Is that why Mr. O's getting so skinny lately?
Mr. O is starving himself? Not exactly.
No,
Believe me, not exactly. We don't know why Mr. O is getting so skinny. Well, anyway, I am doing the card for the collective right now, and you know what? It is from a deck I've used long ago. It is the Affirmators Tarot, and it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of advice deck, and it's affirmators at work. So let's see what it has to say about our work environment. Excuse me. Cards are there. Whoa, hey, I like it. A Fool sort of card. It's risks. Risks. I take big risks and leap into the unknown with fearless abandon, knowing that the best surprises and the richest experiences come from bold choices. Worst case scenario, the unknown is filled with spiders, and they swarm me and eat me and decorate their spider cave with my bones. But what are the chances? So in other words, you got to take chances. You got to take some risks in life. I mean, if you know you're going into a den of spiders, you might want to think twice. But failing that, and you really want something bad enough, sometimes you have to take a chance, take a risk, and trust faith and trust yourself. That's the most important thing. Trust yourself. All right. So this is about work, so I think here too, if you've been thinking about asking for that promotion, talking to your boss about maybe shifting some of your work responsibilities, whatever the case may be, take a chance, take a risk. But remember, this reading's for entertainment purposes only, so if it backfires on you, don't blame the messenger, All right. Hey, we got a very quiet, as far as it goes for me. Other astrologers may find other things, but we have a very quiet week ahead, astrologically. The readings that I'm about to do are good from February 26th through March 4th. The moon will be traveling from Taurus Gemini on February 26th to Leo on March 4th. And Mercury is entering the sign of Pisces on March 2nd. That's it. That's all I got. All right. Okay, hey, let's go with our air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Go air signs. Success, success. All right. Hey, air signs. Ooh, oh dear. Your focus for the week ahead. Well, it's the Magician. The Magician is reversed. Oh, poo. Poo, air signs. What the heck? So, it looks as though you're starting the week off in kind of in kind of a negative place, where you just don't feel ready for something, Have you been given a new assignment on the job, for example, that you're starting this week and it's making you nervous because you're not sure you're up for the challenge? Do you have some major interviews or tests coming up, you students, and, you haven't studied enough? Sometimes you can't fake it till you make it. It just doesn't work, So, you got to try to be authentic. You got to try to ask for help if you need it. Do not be afraid to do that. And, what can I say at this point, students? Cram as much as you can at this point, and try to prepare yourself. You feel unprepared for something. And look at this. How best can you prepare for that focus? How about with the emperor? The emperor's upright. He'll show you how. The emperor is ready to crack the whip here in a gentle sort of way. He's kind of a fatherly image, so he's going to be a little bit stern, but he's also saying you have to be a little bit tough with yourself now, You have to fix what's wrong here. If you need more skills and training, you need to get it. If you need, if you're not ready for something, you didn't prepare enough, you need to come clean that you need more time. So, he wants you to get some control over what's going on here. And that's the best way to prepare for it, is don't shy away from the issue. Don't try to cover it up. Face it head on and take care of it. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you know what? You got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is upright. So I think people this week want to be objective. They want to be able to maybe support you if they can. They're going to look at all the facts and issues involved here. Maybe there were some valid reasons that you aren't as prepared as you should be to take on the assignment. Maybe training was never provided to you that should have been. So they're going to look at everything, and see if they can, what the situation is and how to treat this in an objective manner. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Air signs. I'm not sure what to make of this, air signs. You have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is upright. All these cards, except for the Magician, pretty darn good. The Six of Cups upright, though, in this last position, makes me wondering if you are taking some steps back. Or, what I think here is maybe by week's end, something from your past, something from the past may benefit you in some way, Hey, maybe you have some old training manuals or something, or, you found some old training videos on Google or YouTube and, you can, fill in the gaps here. Something it looks like from your past is going to help you. Some past successes, maybe, whatever. I think ultimately, it's kind of an interesting reading. Most of it fits. I'm just not sure about that Six of Cups. But, the Magician is here. The Magician is here reversed. And it's saying you're just not prepared for what's facing you, what you're facing this week, air signs. You've got to either fess up or really try to fill in those gaps pretty quickly, because you don't want people to call you out on it. And you don't want to try to pretend that you are something that you're not. So if you're not prepared for whatever's coming at you this week, you better let the right people know. And the Emperor's here and how best to prepare for that focus. And I can look at this two ways. I could look at you looking at some expert in the field or, in whatever you're working on, or maybe your counselors or whatever, people above you, your bosses, and getting them to help you. Or I also feel that, the Emperor's here to just tell you, take care of it. Take care of your business. It's going to be like a father. Just do it. They have expectations and they want you to do what you need to do. And I think others around you are going to be helpful. They're going to look at this whole thing and see how maybe they could pitch in, or maybe tell you what you need to do. They could counsel you. And ultimately, I think by week's end, maybe you don't gain anything, but you don't lose anything either. You may have to take a few steps back while you pick up what you should have known already. You pick up the skills or pick up the things that you should have known already. So that's what I have for you, air signs. My goodness, good luck with that. That certainly told a little story there. What about your story, fire signs? Hey, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for us for the week ahead. All right. Let's see what you got cooking. Fire signs. Your focus for the week ahead. It's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is upright. Reversed. I'm sorry. Had to think about that a minute. Well, the funny thing about the Four of Cups, I don't know. Upright or reversed, to me, I don't think they're very horrible cards. But, sometimes some cards reversed are better, than being upright. And so it's easy for me to say, oh, it's upright. It's a good card. Well, no. So the Four of Cups reversed is basically about opportunities. Opportunity may be knocking at your door. Are you ready to accept it? Are you ready to receive it? This could be something very positive. I think you're, with the Four reversed, it's like you are very in to now looking over opportunities and seizing the moment. When it's upright, you're not so much into that. And get this, how best can you prepare for that focus? You've got the Nine of Swords reversed. Well, guess what? I think you're kind of prepared for this focus, really, because this is about, you feeling less anxious, less fearful. Maybe now you realize, maybe you thought you had too much on your plate initially, or that you were too bogged down and couldn't take on any more responsibilities, or maybe this job you felt might have been above your skill level. You're now looking at it with less fear, less trepidation, and more within, I can do this attitude. I like it. I like the way this is shaping up. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Oh, you've got the Star. The Star is upright. Well, hey, congratulations on that, fire signs. I think people this week are feeling very optimistic. They're encouraged. Maybe you're going to accept an offer and make somebody very happy. They've offered you a job or they've given you a contract to sign, whatever the case may be, and you're accepting. Or there are other people that are working with you that are, encouraging you to go for that raise or promotion. It's all looking good. There's a lot of positive energy surrounding this with others. Man, talk about cards telling a story today. So, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? You've got the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is upright. This is just such a cohesive narrative here, honestly. For whatever you're working on, it looks as though ultimately by week's end, hey, you could be put in charge of people. You could lead a team. You could lead, you might get a management promotion. At any rate, it looks like everybody is working together by week's end in a constructive manner. And, there could be some gain this week. Clearly a week of gain and positive energy all the way through this reading. Let's take a look at this again, fire signs. I'm excited. So the Four of Cups is reversed, and that means opportunity is knocking at your door. What'll it be? Is there some internship or something at school that you're going to be able to get a hold of? Is there some work-study program? Is it a new job? Is it a promotion? Is it, taking on more leadership responsibilities? Whatever it is, it seems like you are now ready for it and you feel a lot more confident and less anxious about it. You might have had some butterflies or nervous tension, maybe losing some sleep as to whether you were ready for this or not. You are ready. People around you definitely think you are ready. There's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of encouragement. There's a lot of positive energy coming from others. And ultimately, what does that lead to? Everybody is working ahead towards success, including you. You might, in fact, be leading a team after all or getting some promotion by week's end. This looks just really stellar. Stellar. And so, fire signs, you know what? So far, you are leading for winning the week. Let's see what the water signs will do. What do you think, Mr. Producer?
Is there a prize for winning?
Well, financial reward looked like in the fire signs reading there. Not for me, of course. But, I would say yes. I'm just the messenger. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is Pisces season after all. This reading's for you. And no wonder I'm getting all tongue twisted here. Sorry, Bly, it's water break. Oh, gosh. That's what happens when I get all excited. What happens when I get all excited over a good fire sign reading? Let's see what you can do, water signs. All right. Well, you're focused for the week ahead. It's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is upright. Well, sometimes this is a card that makes people worried because it looks like the person here has been through hell. They've been through war. They look kind of tattered and worn out. But this person looks a little bit different in this reading, doesn't he? He's on his knees like he's preparing for a battle or to defend something. And he seems more confident. He doesn't seem weak and weary to me. He seems ready. And so that's what I think your focus is for this week ahead, water signs. You are prepared. You're ready for whatever is going to come your way, for better or for worse. So let's see how that's going to turn out. How best can you prepare for that focus? Page of Pentacles upright. Well, be prepared. Be prepared for something, possibly some good news coming your way financially and what you're going to do about it, If you find out that an investment is paying off or that something is happening with your money, are you ready to make a move? Be prepared to follow up on some good news that you get and let it take you in the right direction. See, that's the preparedness. Be prepared for where some good news will take you. Maybe it's a job offer and you're mulling. Maybe you've got multiple job offers and you have to determine what it is you want, what will serve you best. So the page is all about this too, they're ready to analyze, they're excited about looking into, these opportunities and investigating them more. So let's see what's going on here. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Wow. It's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is upright. Reversed. So again, another one of those cards that's better reversed. I feel like people this week are, they feel free to speak their mind. They feel free to share their ideas. They feel more confident. Any insecurities they had in situations where you might be working together or whatever you are facing, this new opportunity, if it's involving others, they're all in, and they're not afraid to take the moves forward. They, like you, are ready. So, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you guys this week? It's the Two of Wands upright. Jeez, oh Pete's, oh Pete's. These cards, these are really amazing today. Um, it looks as though you've got the world in your hands there. You're looking at the sun now. What other planets or universes can you conquer? It's almost as if you're expecting success now. You have a high expectation for success. Now is the time to think more long term, more long range planning, so you can be prepared to move that needle even further. So let's take a look at this again. So it starts off with the Nine of Wands, water signs, and the Nine of Wands is just about being prepared. You're ready for whatever you face. You've seen it all, you've done it all, you've got a lot of experience behind you, you've weathered a number of financial or material or career storms, or even in your studies, and now you stand ready. You stand tall because you have won some battles along the way. You've lost some too, and you've learned from them. And so now you're ready to face new opportunities, to be prepared for good news that may be coming your way, and you will act on it. You are preparing to act on it, whatever it is. This looks like it could be bringing you some good financial news. It could be bringing you some good career news. You're getting maybe some good results from your studies, some good grades, and so others around you are encouraged in the fact that they feel more confident now. A lot of fears or anxieties internal, maybe where they felt that they couldn't help out, or what they were doing was not enough, they would never be good enough. Well, guess what? It's all turned around now because everything is spinning in the positive direction, and ultimately by week's end, I think everything has fallen into place. You're able to move forward with that good news and prepare and plan long term for more future success. Wow. It's going to be tough picking between you and the fire signs there, I think. Water. You are not all washed up. Well, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's see what bounty will come to you this week. I'm feeling pretty encouraged because really, even with the air signs, it's not a bad week. It's not going to be a bad week. Anybody. Okay, Earth. Your focus for the week ahead. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is upright. So I think, you can trust your gut. You can trust your intuition to guide you. You might actually be getting some signs and synchronicities that are telling you the right way to move your money, the right direction you need to go with job, career. Maybe too, you're figuring out exactly what it is your professor or your teacher is looking for in your assignments, almost as if you're queuing right into those assignments, and everything is kind of flowing. There's kind of a nice flow between your spiritual side and your material side. So they're meeting, and that can only bring good things. Trust your gut to guide you this week. Well, how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, this is reversed, but I'm going to take this maybe as a positive. We'll see. There's different meanings to the Six of Swords reversed. And what I'm sensing with this card, with a little bit of the intuition I'm feeling for you earth signs, is that maybe this is saying, maybe you need to slow down a little. Maybe you need to kind of go full stop a little bit and give yourself some time this week to think things through, to really think about what's going on here and make sure that, you're, to open channels for those messages to come through. It's almost as if I feel like, you can expect this is kind of going to be a week of, the best way to prepare is to kind of clear your schedule of too much clutter, I feel. And also, it might indicate to me that you may have to go back and complete a couple of things, little loose ends on things from the week before or some past things that you've got to clear off your desk and get them done. And what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I'm not going to say there's going to be a conflict, but you know what? People with the hangman reversed, people may not be that willing to make sacrifices. So, if you need a helping hand and you're putting them out from what they're trying to do, they might not be that available. They're more focused on themselves and their direction right now. So, it's just a little bit of a bummer there, but I don't see anything major that will throw you off your game. And ultimately, by week's end, you've got the Page of Swords upright. I think by week's end, you're going to be doing a lot of analysis. This seems to be a very heady or, even gut-filled week, but heady week for you this week. You only have you have 2 sword cards here, first off. And, the High Priestess is about that too, that higher wisdom, and getting those cues from your subconscious that are telling you which way you need to move this week. But in order to do that, maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need to clear some things out that have been really bogging your progress down, and also like maybe step back and tidy up some loose ends. Sometimes when we leave too many dangling threads, we can't move forward until we take care of them. Don't expect a lot of help from others this week in that regard, though, because they're going to be busy with their own thing. They're kind of not willing to help or lend a hand or make sacrifices into their time and energy right now, which they are pushing outward in another direction. But ultimately, by week's end, I really feel this is putting you in a real analytical mode. You're really trying to figure out now, okay, I've got this information. I've got hunches. I think I know where things are headed. Now I've got to plan my next moves, and make the right choices and decisions moving forward. So also this could be too, I want to add one thing here. This could be too that you may have to do a little chatting with others, to try to get them on board with what's going on. Whatever you do this week, you will handle diplomatically, you'll handle gracefully. It seems like this will be a week where you will be doing some networking and, interacting with others. So that's what I have for you, Earth signs. Good luck with that. I'm still going to say it. My fire signs, you win the week. With a close second by the water signs, very, very close. And really, everybody is not going to have a terrible week. It's pretty darn good. I'm happy to report. So with that in mind, speaking of happy, go explore your shadow side. Ooh. In a happy frame of mind. Mr. O does his Goth Tarot show every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can, shed some light onto those dark corners, inside. So join him, if you will, for his video presentation. And on Fridays, he does his emotional exchanges, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find about love, relationships, and just interacting with others in your week ahead. And on a Saturday, that's where the happy really comes in. Come to happy hour. Join us. Have fun. Get a positive message from Spirit and leave happy. Or else. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday morning. And I guess I should remind people that we are now doing another video show, Your Weird Week. And Your Weird Week appears on Mondays, and it has a kind of social political bent. And it usually is released at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. No?
Yes.
Yes, time. I'm trying to get cues from my producer, and he's like all over the map there with emoting. So it's like I couldn't tell if he was sad I was saying AM or happy. Okay, everybody, that's all I have. Honest, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday to find out what the heck is going on in our weird world. Take care, everybody. Have a great week ahead, prosperous, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. 38.